One question I get asked a lot is, how do you stretch your chest? Well, we spend so long with our hands forward, you know, with the computers or working or whatever it is, that these muscles commonly get tight. So in order to stretch them, we have to think of some great strategies. Now, one you may have seen before is a classic chest stretch, where you put your elbow up on the wall here, you're taking this leg back here, and the reason you're doing that is that the pec major actually has a connections to the external obliques on this side. So you want to stretch this whole fascial chain. Now this stretch is great. You would push your shoulder forward and you're opening up through here, but we can make it greater or better. We're going to do that by doing a small little squat through here. Now what this does is it actually takes these pec major and minor, just go up and down, and it puts them into different planes whilst he's got them on stretch in the transverse plane. So it's an active stretch. Oh, you don't move this arm. Keep this one still. Bring it down just a touch. Good. And we're keeping this elbow still whilst moving the shoulder up and down. There we go. Now we've got this pec. You can see it. The pec is actually stretching through here, then shortening, then stretching and shortening as he does this movement. But we have a problem, and the problem is this. Just turn and face this way. When the pec minor, which goes from ribs 3 to 5 to the coracoid process, when that gets tight, it brings that shoulder forwards. Now, how do we stretch or open up the front of the shoulder with a tight pec minor? Well, we want to pull the scapula backwards and down. We're going to use the lower traps to do that, but sometimes that's not always possible. So we're going to cheat a little bit. We're actually going to externally rotate that arm. Oh, you got all this stuff. We're going to externally rotate this arm. And so what we found here, if you just turn onto the face here, if he puts his arm on the inside of this arch, that is the perfect angle for opening up pec minor and getting this stretch. So the same thing, his left leg's back, you're going to squat down just slightly. So he's going through this up and down, up and down. He's going to go through these motions, opens up these fibers of pec minor whilst putting his arm in the externally rotated position. But you might not have an arch at home, so how do you do this? Well, come back onto this wall here, put your elbow on the wall here. If he externally rotates his arm himself by pulling his hand away from the wall, then gets back into the stretch position and go up and down, now we've got that motion here. Or, I'll give you one more option. You can actually hold on to a wall here, drive the elbow forward, so you've got external rotation, then put on the stretch into the pecs, and then do the squat position. Now you can do this at home. You can use a squat rack, a door frame, whatever you need to do to get that external rotation, but that will focus it on pec minor whilst also stretching pec major. So go on, give that one a go. So if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications. If you're looking for online programs that take these simple principles and put them into really well thought out courses, you should check out edpaget.com. If you found this video helpful, leave a thumbs up and a comment in the comments below.